Egypt's military troops are now unmatched in the known world, but the new pharaoh, Khazakimwe of the Second Dynasty, now also demands a powerful navy based at Behdet. Nothing less than a fleet of warships will suffice to allow us dominion over the high seas. But timber is scarce, as our climate supports only a few sparse areas of forest. Cedar may be imported at great cost from Byblos in the land of Lebanon to the northeast. Fortunately, exports of our native papyrus will provide a means of offsetting this expense.
Oh good, we have some export now. Okay, trade on the water. We need a dock. We can now do fishing, that's good. And we're going to need shipwrights with a wharf so that we can build our military vessels. Okay. Well, I just saw a fish jumping there, so that's probably a good place to go. Let me see. I guess that would be under this. There's wharfs there, but here we have the shipwright, and we will have the construction yard, because we are going to have the mastaba, which is where again? Medium 1. Okay, well, we'll set that... Oh, never mind. We've got access to what? Gold mines. Only gold mines. That's fine. Where is... Alright, so we're going to have water crossings if we want to do the papyrus, which we will need for the elites. So, the housing block I made in the last episode looked like it could hold 2,000 people. That was without the scholars and the libraries and the papyrus. So once I add that in, that should be a good size for this. So I'll go ahead and set that up. Okay, I think I have a good idea of things laid out here. So now let's get working on the food, since that is first priority. I think I'll put one there. And this is going to be kind of a convoluted road system here to try and maximize my space out here. There's not a lot. This isn't really going to work, is it? Really, I should be putting it on the closer side. Let's undo that. And we will delete that one as well, as soon as the game speed up. There we go. I should be moving them closer so that they get inundated and thus produce more. They'll be better fertilized anyway. Are you really doing that? I mean, I can't do it that way. Oh, I see why. It's coming out of here. Bastard. Okay, what I do need then... Well, first of all, I need to deal with my housing situation. What I do need is a work camp. Probably a couple. We'll just go with one for now. One on this side ought to do. So we'll get that worked on. We can also start working on a couple of fishing wharves. Put a couple right there. Our patron deity is Ra, and we've got Osiris to deal with. So we'll go ahead and put a shrine, let's say, to Ra right there. Fill in the gap. And, okay. I need water. Go ahead and put that down. May as well put down a bazaar. Really? You can't get labor from there? You really ought to be able to get labor from there. We're having labor issues, though. I mean, these guys have no problem. They're just walking by that. Let's go ahead and put down a palace. I think I can afford to put this sort of maybe here, sort of in the back. But putting it anywhere close by is just kind of a waste of space. Although I think I will have. I'm planning on putting industry out here, so maybe it's a better idea to sort of put it up close and shield the area from bad appeal. That might be a good idea. Same here, sort of. I'm going to actually have to put stuff in this place. And I just realized I did not leave myself room for this pavilion. Okay, there we go. That'll work. Let's put it out here then. May as well, right? No, it's got to be by the grass. I forget. Okay. There's a lot of good space right up there. We'll put it back here. Right in their backyard. They can have access to that. I'm sure they'll like it. 29% unemployed. Okay, what do people need? Just food. And we're being inundated. So that is a current problem. Gonna need a work camp out here as well. Probably want that closer. Let's put it here. Are these guys actually going out? Where are my fishermen? Nowhere? What do you need? Waiting for a shipwright. Right. Right. Let's pause while I find out where that is. Shipwright. Dang it. Didn't really want to put it here because I was keeping this space for my fighting ships, but I guess I left myself some room up there. Okay, that's where that goes. Now what do you need? I bet you need wood. Yes, you do. Which means I'm going to need to import that. See, they don't sell it. Guess that comes from Byblos. Yes, okay. Okay, now I need a dock. That's gonna take up another spot. Damn it. Well, may as well do it. And I guess we'll just build more ships over here where there's room. Okay, now we need to visit you, and we will import wood. How much you importing? 200? That may be enough. Oops, I just undid it again. Okay. Now we need a stockyard, storage yard, rather. And I will accept beer and pottery. Go down to a fourth, I guess. I'm probably going to need 2 of these, actually. So we'll save this for what I'm assuming will be linen and papyrus. Okay, and then we'll do an industrial one, say right here. I mean, that's kind of close, but we can offset it with a statue or something. Okay, we'll accept none right now, and we'll accept about a 4th in wood. Now these don't actually need yeah, because it told me that fishing boats don't need wood. But if I want to start building my other ships, you know what, I'm just going to have to fill these in, and never mind how they evolve. Food levels are low, but I'm trying to take care of that. Yes, I know. Oh, come on. Well, that's it for that side. These guys just still have too much trouble finding stuff, so we're gonna have to build a poor district over here just so they have labor. I mean, these guys have absolutely no problem finding it, but for whatever reason, these assholes just can't find people. Okay. So everyone's getting some stuff. Got desirability issues, but we definitely need more people. Okay, you're walking right by them now. Don't give me this crap. Let's have a look at the gods. Let's go ahead and... I keep forgetting I can't do it that way, and I need a fucking festival square. Okay. So, what is your next thing? Religion. We have no people. So we need to remedy that. I also need to be considering working on the firehouse and the architects. I guess I should probably put those, not necessarily as far away as I can, actually. That's kind of a bad idea. Increase trading. They'll buy even more papyrus. So I definitely need to get working on that and get that situated. You guys are going to need this stuff too. We'll go ahead and start you down here, I guess. If I put you here, you're going to go diagonally, because that is an obnoxious thing that you do. I'll go ahead and put in a police station here. And just for good measure, we'll put in a shrine to Ra. And then I'll build one for Osiris over by the fields. Okay. 9% unemployed. Starting to get people. Or food, I should say. We need another fishing wharf. Okay. So I left myself room for one of my attack thingies. And I have left myself room for one of the ferries. That'll go across to there, and we can start getting the reeds. Now, I should probably do that right now, because that was a thing, right? Okay, we need to begin looking at other stuff right now, like a tax collector. Now, I could put this, I could use and abuse this extra little bit of road I gave myself. Okay, we'll do that. And then we'll just sort of offset it with beautification. That'll work. Alright. So aside from that, you still have no access to the religion. We need to build a temple to Ra. Let's see, if I do that, that leaves me 4. Gives me a big area over here as well. I could start actually putting these, no, because I don't want them close to where they will go walking all over the place. I want to leave that possibly for housing. That actually would increase the amount of housing I get, I think. So we'll do something like that. And I have to friggin' turn that back on. Okay. So it's probably time for these guys to have some protection. There's really no good place to do this without wasting space, but away we go. And we're probably okay there for now. Let's do a juggler school. Okay, so we do have some wood, and we've got an excess population. I'll go ahead and start building a warship. It needs road access, as does everything. I think I'll do that, and then I will do a roadblock.
I'm the most
like
popular
so.
person in the city. A lot of people need jobs.
And it looked like that guy did not make it all the way down here. He made it here, but he won't make it around. That could be a problem. Well, if a lot of people need jobs, we can now go into the barley farming. I don't want to put all of this towards farming, and the inundation did not actually make it all the way down there, which is bad. Osiris is really, really upset. Ra, on the other hand, is benevolent. Okay. 25%. Well, considering that the barley will get started soon, keep forgetting where every friggin' thing is, that's not going to fit there, so I will build let's say 3 of those, and just to keep you from wandering off that way, because you bastards have a tendency to do that, we're also going to need clay. Put one there. And this is not close enough. Put that there. Build a couple potters. And here come the requests already. Fantastic. Not so fantastic, that's really going to hurt me, but... Okay, they don't have enough supplies. Still 8%. Let me see, what else could I be doing? Physician and apothecary. I hate these things. I really hate these little one-buys. I mean, they're so annoying to stuff into places. Lavish festival. Put in a big physician down here, I guess. How about up here instead? Now what I'm looking for is the... What? No inundation, because Osiris is really upset. Okay, let's actually lower this down just a bit. It's a huge waste of space, but there's really no... Unless I branched a road out that way, which I could do. Okay, we'll do that. Link that up. Then we'll link this up. And I have to put roadblocks. We'll do more chickpea farming. Probably way too much. I need to be focusing on barley again, but we should have enough food that everything will be fine. Okay, so our industries are started. We now have a warship. That's excellent. I'm also going to build... Now, a transport ship. Do I need that? I don't really plan to go on the offensive right now, so instead what we'll do is a water crossing ferry. And we'll build this across... See, that's a good 3x area, so I'll save that. This is also a good 3x area. Dang it. Well, either way, I'm wasting. Okay. So, we've got access to a whole nother side. I don't think we can build anything here. No farm will fit here. So this is purely for the reeds. I can just bring a thing out. Well, let's find that road for when I build a couple warships. So it looks like it'll branch right off there. Right down to there. Okay. So that should be like here. And go right about there, right? Yes and yes. Okay. Then we'll wrap this around like so, so I can fit in an architect and a firehouse. And we're gonna need to build a little village over here. Now let's see, that's gonna extend. Okay, so I'll have a little road here that I can build stuff. Go do a well. May as well do another one of those, why not? And now we just need to wait for people to get out there. But what I will do is do the reed gathering. Okay, that's going to be a road out that way. So we can do reed, reed, reed. May as well do another one. 6% unemployment. I could probably afford to do even more, but we'll see how that does. In the meantime, I'm going to do papyrus making. We're getting dangerously close to town there, which is going to have negative effects. I guess I could put a statue here, a big statue. Or I could just put it here. Probably do 5 there, actually. Pharaoh wants beer. Jesus. We are in a bad way. These guys have no access to the labor pool. Employees needed. Guess we're just gonna have to do it this way. I really hate that aspect of the game. So annoying. And yes, I am going to complain about the game the entire Let's Play. Because there are really just so many flaws in its design. We'll give you this big bird because Ra is our patron deity. Okay. Personal mansion would probably be a good thing to put down so I can start taking money, but I doubt we are making profit. No, not at all. Let's not neglect the gods. Enraged. I guess he just doesn't have enough stuff, so he's really pissy and temperamental. So we'll have to build him another shrine. Actually, if I just built him a temple, he would be okay. He would be more than okay. But then I'd have to block off the road, or else waste space. You know what, whatever. 2 temples is fine. And he can wander off that way. Now, I am looking for the magistrate, and I have completely forgotten where the hell it is. I mean, it should be in these buildings, right? Ah, fuck, whatever. Okay, it's time to begin looking at this and think of what I can do for trade. We can only do gems and luxury goods. We cannot make anything with that. These guys will sell brick that will be very necessary for the temple that we have to do. These guys buy beer. We'll go ahead and open a route to them, so we can start selling excess beer. And these guys buy papyrus. They will sell flax, it looks like. Okay, so we'll begin importing the flax and exporting linen. Looks like we could also do beer. Huge amounts of beer, actually. Okay, that's probably good enough for now. So, I need to be focusing, and these fucking beer guys just can't find any people, and I don't know why. It needs barley from a storage yard. I have to put that in storage? I didn't have to do that before. Yeah, it's just not gonna happen. Shut the fuck up. Okay, we'll take flax, we'll take reeds, we'll take barley. Eventually we'll take brick as well, so we may as well take that. I'm gonna go ahead and put in a large statue over here. Guess we'll do that one, fine. %, we don't need more people right now. Could do a physician. Put in the personal mansion. Put that back here. Really could have put that up here, but whatever. Put it right there. Okay. Well, if we got so many excess people, I may as well go ahead and build these now. And since we're going to be importing flax, right now I've got reeds, and that's going to the papyrus maker, so I'll have to make another papyrus maker. Make another one right there. I was going to put some weavers down. We just... What I really need, more than anything, is more of this beer. I've got plenty of space out this way. So if I plan to sell the beer, I'm going to have to build it out there. I'm going to need a lot more of the barley farm. I guess I'm only going to be able to build a couple. We'll go like that, fine. Okay. Now we need to do what? I needed linen, right? So we'll make weavers. And you are holding on to the flax. You will be. And do I have a space for linen over here? I did have the foresight to make that, so good. Now, thing is though, I think I'm going to need another store yard, actually, because we'll make you papyrus, we'll make you linen, we'll actually fill the pottery and the beer up to half. I'll empty these, and the reason I'll do that is because these requests are a lot more than the 800 I'd be able to store otherwise. In fact, the 1400 is going to be almost impossible. Because I'm only going to get the 12. So let's lower that even more. And we'll try, since we're trying to sell the beer, I'll do that. And now we've got to go to trade. And let's see, I can export fish. I can export... I can export barley. But what I think I want is beer. So we'll do that. Export went over, I guess, 1200. And we'll... I don't want to export the fish. It looks like we are having food problems, so we don't want to do that. We'll export this. We'll export over 400. I don't think we'll need that many. Export over... Well, if I import linen, or flax, and then turn around the linen, we'll export this over 400, how about? And barley. We've got a hell of a lot of reeds. That's not something I can export though, right? No. Why do I keep clicking on that? Because that's how it should be. You click on the god and then you open up the thing. Instead, the interface is terrible. Shit. Well, at least we've got... How much do we have coming in? That's not you. Producing not enough food, for sure. 66 newcomers. Yeah, we're running up against our limit here. And that's pretty bad. So what I could do... I only fit 2 more in there. Had to go over here. I was saving this for transport. We'll just put fishing in there. I don't plan to go invading. I don't think that's part of the condition. All I need is lots of people, lots of people,
now unmatched
and higher prosperity than I certainly have right now. And then I'm going to need monument builders, which I think I can put out here. I think it'll be a lot easier for me to do that. And what do these guys need now? Too little entertainment. Okay, that's not entertainment. How about the conservatory? That can be placed. Maybe I am running out of room. Well, I did leave this little roadblock available so I could extend it up. But if I do like that, then we'll just have to roadblock it. Bastard's already walked away. But I'll build another one. 4%, okay. We'll build a dance school up here. These guys just aren't getting anything whatsoever. Did I leave a little space there? I did leave a little space there. So I could put another bazaar here, which I might have to do. Because where is the market girl? She's not coming. I don't have any food anyway. Yeah, this stuff just isn't going to happen, is it? Well, I only need a 45 on the kingdom rating. So that's okay, I guess. And I'm building a little bit of prosperity, so I must be in the positive for once. But we definitely need food, and we are having just absolutely miserable agriculture. Let's give a small one to him, and maybe we can work on improving our situation with Osiris. I think I'll go ahead, put in these fish farms, wharves rather, because I don't really have a choice. That leaves me a little bit more room. Looks to me like we've got a crap ton of the reeds, so I think I can expand my papyrus making, which is good because I'm selling those. I'll go ahead and build... Well, I was thinking I was going to build a shrine. Employees needed, of course. Build a shrine to Ra here, how about? Or here. Right next to the one I already made. Good job. And shrine to Osiris out here. Just to try and appease them a little bit more. How's our housing? Okay. So we're almost reaching the 2,500 we need. We can only house 100 more. So I think we're gonna have to just build more stuff. And deal with the consequences. Okay. Let's have a look at our risk of crime. It's not so bad out there, even though those people Come on. Really? I can't afford that. I can do this, though. Gets rid of all my beer, which is not such a great thing. Why do we have so little pottery? I guess because I've only got the 3 potters? Probably. Alright, we'll do a potter. And now we're probably definitely going to need something for beautification, or else this is going to be chaotic. Okay, and we can do plaza beautification. And I imagine that'll help out there. Okay, 6% unemployed. We now need to do something about that. We've got a crap ton of reeds. I'm gonna have to put more papyrus makers out here. If I block that off, I think I block off everything. Is there... Yeah, there's no gap anymore, so I have to have that open. Unless I could pull the road out that way, but I won't do that. I actually should have pulled the road out that way. Let's do that instead. Gonna have to get rid of that. And do I have a little space there? Yeah, I can put it there. Put the shrine to Osiris here instead. And we will extend a road like that. Allows me to make more papyrus. And employ more people. So that'll be good. We are not importing any flax whatsoever. Importing flax. Now, did I just not have that? You've got the flax. What is your problem? Why, is that just too far? Special orders. No, that's not... Okay, we're almost on the pottery. So I can ignore that stuff. Let's... I just have no place to put that. And I'm gonna have another weaver anyway. Not there, damn it. Well, I guess one of these is going to have to start accepting the flax because it's just too far away. Let's put flax over here instead. We'll empty papyrus. And we'll put papyrus here. Nope. Flax. Okay. We'll swap that way. The bazaar should still be able to get to it, but hopefully that will fix our issue there. The inundations are big problems, and god damn it, every fucking time. I just don't know what to do there. We can't really extend farming unless I start building over here. And I didn't leave myself any coastline for a new ferry to get over there. I could, in theory, get rid of that dock. Because we don't need to build anything right now. And move the dock over here. Would I have room for more fishing stuff? I'd have room for 1, 2, 3. But not if I put that dock there, because that would break off any road. So I could fit 2 more fish wharves over here. Farm. And then I would have room for about... Nope. Just 2. Not worth it. Not worth it. Kingdom Standing falls by about 1 point. Boo-hoo. Okay, we got a lot of people. It's time, first of all, to save. I think over that one. And let's go ahead and start building this monument. That is going to be quite large. I had said I was going to put it out here. Put it right there, in fact. Alright. Right there it is. It's not going to let me do that, is that? And I think I just missed out on the ability... Fuck. Well, let's go construction guilds. 1, 2. It still leaves me a road. I'll have to just do it like that. I'm going to have to build roadblocks. So that you assholes don't... Oh. Gonna have to do it here too. We'll do like that. Because the walkers are gonna walk there, otherwise... There. Now, that is an obnoxiously long amount of roadblocks that aren't really gonna do what I want. Because that's not enough brick layers for what I need to do. I really don't want to put another one close by, but maybe I should. We have no brick, so I'm going to have to build a storage yard for brick. And that's all it will accept. So let's go over here. That's really going to hurt my prosperity if I start importing that stuff, but I have no choice in the matter. So, whoops. Exportable. Ah, fuck. Well, fine, I'll let him do it. So, I'm going to have to make my own brick. Can I do that? I can import the clay, but I don't think I can do the brick. I mean, that would be in here, right? And this is the only place that has brick? No, I guess it was clay. I guess it was clay. Poor access to workers, even though it's right next to them. Oh god, what happened here? Running out of pottery because I just gave it all away. And you have no access to people, or what? I just don't have enough clay, I guess. Just not enough clay and not enough potters. So we'll go ahead and make another clay pit. That's not going to work out there. I really don't want to extend my industry out here, but I guess I have to because I've run out of room for my poor planning. I thought I could do this with a lot less, clearly. But that's obviously not the case. Fine. We'll build a bunch more of these. Potter, 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 and potter. I'm going to roadblock the shit out of everything. Oh, damn it. That's not going to work there. Well, they may wander down here. Just have to deal with that. Probably not very good to do that, actually. Maybe it'll be better like that. I don't know. I don't care anymore. Just get it done. %9 unemployed still, which is inexcusable. No, it's not clay. It's brick. I'm importing stuff I don't need. Right?
I'm
What are you
ready to
doing?
work.
Well, he's ready to work. He's going out there. Probably just to clear the space. That's not going to make brick. Where the fuck am I supposed to get brick from?
Egypt's military troops are now unmatched in the known world, but the new pharaoh, Khazakimwe of the Second Dynasty, now also demands...
Doesn't fucking say. And since we really don't need that wood anymore, I mean, this guy comes down here all the time. I'm gonna give this... You know what? Let's give a gift to Pharaoh. A generous gift. I could stop importing that stuff. Let's go here. Wood, wood, where are you? Let's go down to 200. Ah, Jesus. I thought I just held something for him. And they're just not getting enough barley. Poor inundations are to blame for that. I really wish I could fit one here. I could! Except that it's not going to let me because it's going off screen. Fuck you. We've probably got enough food that I could get rid of one. I don't have a choice otherwise. This is kind of what I have to do. That's all they're doing is leveling that out. Okay, well, I'm gonna have to pause here, I think. We are running out of beer and pretty much everything else. Got this linen that is coming in just way too much. I mean, I've only got 4 reed gatherers, but they must be gathering that like bastards because they're able to take a lot of that. Now we're very low on papyrus. We should have some. I've been telling him to keep it. And then we need to do something about this clay that I'm importing because that's clearly not going to work. Yeah, I'm going to have to find out what the fuck I'm doing here. Alright, well the bad news is, this is just a complete waste of my time. I cannot make these bricks, and I guess I have to wait until I've pleased Pharaoh enough that he feels like giving me brick, which is going to be agonizing. Another bad thing is that there just isn't a courthouse in this scenario, which means I cannot upgrade these guys to the next bit, which means that my hope of getting all of the guys in here that I could squeeze just will not work. Not gonna work. So, I'm gonna move that juggling school over here, I guess. Oh, wait a minute, let's not be hasty there. There's another bigger building that I can move. I don't think there is. Alright, we'll move it over. Build more people. And that's gonna hurt, because we just can't really sustain that. But that's something I'm willing to do. So we're gonna have to build another housing block, essentially, which is terrible, because I just don't have the food for that kind of nonsense. I guess that means I'll have to build a granary out here. And I'm going to tell it to get... because that is the only way the food is going to be pushed out here. And I'm just going to have to build. So we'll slow this down. And we'll build. Otherwise, I am never, damn it, don't do that. I am never going to get that 2,500. So, I guess I'll just build like so. And we'll build a very small one. We don't need it to be as big as the other, because we will have a little bit more people. Go roadblock here and here. We'll say we need water as well as a bazaar. It's going to have absolutely no access to the other goods. So we'll have to build a storage yard. Guess I'll build that here. This is going to have to get, at the very least, beer and pottery. At the very least. Okay. We'll build another temple to Ra. Build that out here. Build a roadblock. Build a couple roadblocks, I guess. And then I'll also build tax collector. And that should work for that. But we just don't have enough. What's my treasury like? Enough that I could import chickpeas or figs. No, I'd have to increase that. We can do that though. Show me the map. Who had that? We'll open with you. And we need to import. Sure, we'll go with 1,200. We'll see what that does to my bottom line. But for now, it's the best choice I've got. 8% unemployed. Again, that's just going to keep hurting me forever. No real choice there. Just because of the stupid scenario. Wait. Well, in that case... Fuck! Stop clicking on it! So industry will have to expand some more. We're gonna have 2,000 people. Can I actually fit people there? I could. We don't really need to worry so much about people wandering this way in search of workers now. What I think we'll have to put in are some potters. And maybe another brewery. And then we're probably going to need some beautification here. Something large. Have it facing into the city, why not? And then I'm going to need architect and fire. And I need that over here as well. I'll ignore it for now. Pharaoh wants a lot of papyrus. I guess that means I'm going to have to go in here and then hit to papyrus. And we'll just keep it. Oh, well actually what I could do, I'll stockpile it. Oh, now it's going to... We'll stockpile it like that. Okay. Still have issue finding people over here, apparently. No, we don't. We just need clay. So I guess that means I need more clay gatherers. Nubian army. Well, shit. I have no copper. But I believe this is a naval engagement. So hopefully my 3 ships here will prove enough. Gonna need more of those guys as well. How many more people can we fit in here? 100 more people. Okay. So I could just actually build a few more to get my 200. These need beer. Running out of all these fucking goods. Let's stop exporting the beer. I'm also exporting probably way too much. Nope. Not doing that at all. Whoa, 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 whoa. I can now import brick. I wasn't able to do that before. Oh, fuck it. Just have the overseer do it. Why is Osiris still pissed at me? Fucking bastard, he is not my patron deity. I can give him another shrine. But fuck. Let's get rid of it there. Put it over here instead. Okay, well what I'm going to do is I'm going to put an architect, firehouse, and police over that way. I can put... well, nothing really. I don't need anything in that area. We've got 12% unemployment. What I really need are more of these guilds. How much do we have? 800. I'm getting there. I should have enough people to be building that. Or making that, I should say. It's just that I don't have storage space for the fucking stuff. Arg! Well, I need... we'll go half and half. And we'll allow that there. I could probably increase the amount I allow here because we don't appear to have... fuck, why did I just do that? 4th there. And what was I accepting over here? Apparently barley. Where the fuck is that? And it must have been linen. Or flax. It wasn't flax. It wasn't linen either. Well, I guess I'll find out soon enough. When things go to hell. This seems really intense for basically the first campaign. I know it's technically not, but the first campaign was the tutorial. Okay, now we can stop stockpiling that. And we'll export over 800. That should be good, right? I mean, we really should be making a ton of money off the papyrus. We're doing really well. I think I can afford to raise my salary. We'll go for judge's salary. That'll probably give me a bit of money. And what is the... alright, so we've reached all of this. All we need to do is build this friggin' monument. Tons of people unemployed. They're not gonna like this, but I'm going to put a bunch of bricklayers out here. This is going to hurt the appeal a lot. Oh, Jesus, you know what I've been completely not doing? Let's go ahead and put these over here. We'll just sort of empty you from over here, since that's going to be a problem. We'll also go ahead and put a huge statue there. Just to do it. What I have not been doing at all is dealing with the stuff over here. Specifically the gold mines. Like an idiot. I do have a lot of people. My prosperity, though, is 50, so I managed to do all this completely without the help of the gold. Right. Okay. We're gonna do more. It's 11%. It's still quite a bit. I'm not sure why you're taking so fucking long to get over there. Thank you. That should speed this up considerably. With that in mind, it's time to fill in the remainder of these people so that I can hopefully rush this to the end. Because this is just taking so goddamn long. 6 months. Let's hope we can finish this beforehand. One more time, make sure I'm ready here. So the population will be done quite soon, I believe. Let's have a look. I think it's here. Okay, 100 more people. We have plenty of food. 100 more people. It's 100 too many. Oh, fuck. The shrine to Osiris finally collapsed. I guess it's probably a good idea to look at that right now and see what else is about to collapse because of bad planning. A couple of those. I guess I didn't have any of these buildings out here, which doesn't surprise me at all. Okay, you know what? We'll build the shrine to Osiris out here then. Because the last thing we need is for him to get upset and pissy with me. 1 month. Well, we'll see what that's like. We need to be importing more of these brick. Importing as needed. That's what we're needed. Okay. So it looks like pretty much everything. We're very low on beer. Foreign army is here. Oh boy. Okay. Well. Would you please come down here? Don't give me that shit. What? Come on. Let me click on the fucking... What are you doing? Why can't I click on my own goddamn ships? Ah, fuck. Okay, here we go. Spirit of Typhon. Did that do it? I don't think it did. It did not. Why did that not work? Would you get the fuck up here where I'm telling you to move? What in the fuck are you doing? Would you finally get the fuck up here, you piece of fucking shit? I can't even select these guys. What in the hell is going wrong? Well, we appear to have shot a lot of people. What was this? Storage yards. Important storage yards, as I recall. Get the fuck out of the way. Reeds and papyrus and flax and papyrus makers. Was a potter. Got way more pottery than we need. Way more papyrus. What we need are breweries. Well, it appears we've shot every... No, we did not. Oh, you motherfuckers. Palace. Enemy is too close. Fine. Not the personal mansion, the palace. There! Why isn't this not working? I'm really fucking upset that it's not working. Well, it's not working because you need set. Which is utter bullshit. Personal mansion. I guess it's my own fault for letting these fuckers land. Fuck you! What is this? Tax collectors? So they came in to try and hurt me. Financially, the fuckers. We need police. And apparently the only thing that's going to help me at all, ever... Fuck you, too close. Okay, where can I put these guys? We need police force, since I don't have any people whatsoever. My ships here, which I can't even fucking select. Are these even mine? Fuck you and your pottery request. Can I put this back down? Yes. So we just became a police state. You motherfuckers are really annoying me. I'm gonna put the palace out here. No, actually I don't want to drag them out there because then they'll just destroy everything. What about the palace here? At least that'll bring them down to all of my police forces. Would you fucking come down here, please? Try and snipe these guys from the shore. Fucking hate you so much. Right, well, Lesson learned. Make sure you've got a fucking military before those bastards come. Can we please hurry this up? Put it down. 52% complete. Are you fucking kidding me? What did I lose there? Bricklayers Guild. You son of a bitch. Don't you dare take that. Shut up. Resentful. Of course you are. Bastards. I'm still hearing fighting, so it makes me think that there's still someone running around out here. We should probably put down a... Oh, we did put down the palace. I just moved it. %. Are you kidding me? Ah, let go of it, you fucking piece of shit. Osiris is angry. I'm angry. Stop giving me messages. I don't fucking care. What can I put down? We're dropping down quite a bit. That monument is almost done. %. 10 more loads. Seven more. We probably have something close to that much. Proceed. Finally.
Pharaoh is pleased. You have mastered the seas and river, and make good use of the resources they offer. The mighty navy you built patrols the waterways, securing our borders.
And that's the end of the Archaic period. Finally. Okay. I think I'm going to take a break from the game in just a little bit, because I am fucking furious, and I'm really annoyed. This is why I have not played this game in years. I mean, probably a decade. I have not played this. For good reason. I just don't like it at all, really, in comparison to the later games. Just trying to wrap my head around where things should be and where they're not. It just grates on my nerves so much. But I'll come back to it. See you then.